Thank you for coming here. First of all, for whatever time it is for you, wherever you are at, thank you so much for making the effort to show up, because showing up is everything. I just want to take a moment to make sure that everybody can hear, everyone can see. Is anybody picking up on any echoes at all? That would be great if you could let me know. Thank you for your love. Thank you for coming in. All is okay for you. Bless. I'm seeing and hearing myself back replay, and so that's very interesting, having that volume mirrored back after I share it. So I'm going to be talking and pausing and talking, overhearing myself. So that is wonderful. That it's great for you. That's all that matters. Green Emerald code started downloading 5 minutes before I came in. And before I came in, I had 1 hour to go. And in that 1 hour before starting, is I have something new to bring through, even newly for me, grounding and anchoring both spirit and soul energies with 3 deep, new rainbow energy breaths from the depth of your soul to your spirit, linking both above and below. Here with me again, I am continually hearing myself repeat back on replay, and I'm not sure what it is that needs to change for me not to hear myself. So what it means is, so I don't hear myself, I can't see who's here, and I'm unable to see your comments. So what I've just done is shut down viewing this on YouTube myself. So it means it brings me more into personal space of myself only. Usually when I bring these through, I've been doing this live every week for 21 videos, and there's over 100 videos this year. So thank you for everybody that's here in this space that has been here with me as part of this journey with humanity for 2020 as we go into 2021 and beyond. But today is so symbolic and important. Rainbows, 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 rainbows. I'm here in Australia, and Uluru is in the center. Freedom, free from domination energies. However, what I was let know was to bring your focus in right here through your heart and soul yourself, with the vision of Uluru, with the free from domination, with whatever visual you have for yourself. Plenty has been provided, but it's about remaining your focus here, about bringing these new rainbow energies through to you. Now, I have someone very exciting to bring in right now with us, a little surprise, and I was not sure if he was going to make it, and he's here. So I'm about to bring in Ian White, who created the Australian Bushflower Essences, as I will be sharing about the Isis and the solar logos bringing that through. So I have not personally met Ian, only over the phone. So I'm about to bring Ian in. So we'll just welcome Ian in so I can meet him for the first time. Hello, Ian. Just waiting for you to unmute. There we go.
I'm unmuted, I think. You can't keep me down.
Yeah, me too, me too. What a blessing to meet you after talking to you. Mwah to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Anastasia.
I really want to honor you. I was let know by Spirit this morning before I came in is not only is it to bring both of our energies in, as I was guided to contact you, and this is meeting you live and others seeing me meeting you live, how I would speak to you off screen, because I'm very raw and really, and that's what I've been sharing all year with everybody in videos. So what a blessing for you to come on, because I was let know this is the grandfather and grandmother energies for the planet Australian humanity, with you and I coming on the screen together. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you beyond. And you may just, I don't know you personally, so I don't know whether you just shrug this off or you're used to people saying this to you, but it's really important for me as an ascension pioneer and trailblazer for Australian humanity that's been working behind the scenes to thank you and honor you, because I know there'll be so many souls here that will be so excited to see you here with me. Thank you. Thank you for being you. For all.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
how did I know you would say that and you would be so beautiful like that? I thought, I bet you he's so humble, and I might put him on the spot by me saying that, but I don't know if anyone else does, but that's beside the point. I just want to thank you for you and everything you've brought, because I know it's helped me being a transmuter with new energies to the planet when I needed above and beyond, and I had every naturopathic assistance and help on the planet, and it was the essences that you brought through that helped me as a pioneer. And I want you to know that personally, from me to you. And for many other, I want to share with you the effect of the essences verbally, and many others that also has just helped us of beyond energy. So thank you.
Thank you. And that's really, to me, the greatest satisfaction, because I mean that's the whole purpose of, I suppose, being involved and working with the essences, is for them to go out and to be of assistance and helping people. And likewise, I think today is a very auspicious day all around the planet. It's like a transformation. It's a birthing going on, and whether it's two people coming together and tuning in and meditating, or for people like yourself who've created this big global event for people to connect into, I think all these things are very important, and I think it's really important for the planet and for us on it that these things are happening today. So thank you for organizing and doing all your work.
Thank you. And I've been so supported, like everything you said, exactly. And I've been so supported with a team of, I have a private group of, it's called the 144 New Light Paradigm, of other master energies growing into a mastership on the planet that are here supporting me, that have helped me to be here as well. It just hasn't been myself. As you know, it's in unity. I haven't done this by myself. And so many of us are meeting up now again, which is such a blessing to come together to unite our energies, as you said, to help raise the vibration of the whole planet. And that's ultimately unconditional love and unity. Unconditional love and unity is the key. It doesn't matter who you are, everyone focusing, anyone doing any ceremonies. And because we're also here in full support of the Indigenous with the ceremonies that they're bringing through, in respect of the tribal elders all the way with this. And okay, I can just feel a big shift of energy with us just sharing then. So I'll just allow this energy to release, and I can see big plume of rainbow energy coming up through. So about an hour before I started I just show up and have learned to trust. And the divine is now, it's just rainbow. And I actually felt a lot of elemental energies come to me, and I could feel it was from you, just supporting. And thank you for your love and support. Okay, so did you want to share a bit about what ceremony you're holding later? That's come a couple of times now. What are you doing in regards? Are you doing something in support with this? Did you end up?
Every equinox and solstice, we bring out all the mother tinctures. I have half stored off-site, half stored here in case, we don't, so there's a fire or a flood and we lost them all in one go. So if that's 4 times, we bring all the mother tinctures, which is the bush essence, white light, light frequency, all the divine, like Isis. So we've got all the mother tinctures, and we have staff and the bush essence teachers who are invited to come. And it's just a way of really directing and maintaining the potency at the very optimal level of all the mother tinctures. And I tell you, Anastasia, the energy was so strong. We started doing this about 9 years ago. We couldn't, at the end of the night. I'm
feeling your heart. Yeah, yeah.
We was that.
I
we
could
could
feel
hardly
it coming through when she shared it.
Yeah. So, it's got nice, but it's, and there's lots of beings all gathered here. I said the Davic realm, all the nature spirits, but so many beings of light. And in fact, today is going to be a very special day, I think, for the whole planet, because there are so many beings on the invisible planes. It's just like there's so much love and support flowing down to the earth and Gaia today that I think, the ceremony we're having now, what I'm going to be doing, later tonight, everyone's doing it. They're just going to be so more potent because there's so much spiritual energy flooding down to the earth. So many beings wanting to give their love and light and help this whole transformation that's happening.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. It's so good to hear that of what doesn't matter how many times I bring through and share. It's so nice to hear that from you, to feel your beautiful energy flowing through. As you shared that, so much is flowing. Energy is just so healing for so many. And I'm asking people in comments, and I can see comments here with others. Are you feeling Ian's energy to those that are watching? Because I can see what they're saying, and we'll see if they can feel your energy just coming through. When you spoke about the mother tinctures, it was just pouring off you, and I was talking at the same time with you going, yes, I can feel it coming. Just your love and just your huge heart and galactic heart that you have is just incredible. And okay, there's another big shift. This one's a gold column I can see going up now, and silver and gold, balancing the masculine feminine, because part of what I was let known today, I'll be sharing about. I won't go into this now, Ian, because I'm not sure how long you'll be staying here for, but right now there's these Sophia Christos, the masculine and feminine, sacred masculine, sacred feminine energies coming into union to be one within for our own sacred marriage within of ourselves firstly. And I was but I suppose I never stop being surprised or amazing, and in working in these energies as a trailblazer sensual pioneer for 25 years myself, a few steps ahead of humanity to bring through what I am in souls feeling through their emotions to embody from spirit to soul is massive and a huge transition. And that's where I love the Isis essence, which I am guided. I will be reading through that. And as I read through that, I'll be just bringing in energy straight from source through myself as a template, voicing newly for all of humanity. And I say that humbly, living in service 24/7 with humanity, because it is all of us. We're all side by side. And just the beautiful Isis, which is integrating separated, emotionally cut off parts of ourselves. It's just when Spirit says you'll be bringing through the Isis essence, you'll be bringing through the Solar Logos. Lo and behold, what do I see the Isis essence is about? And what do I see the Solar Logos essence is about? Just incredible. Did you want to share a little of those two essences at all? That would be great.
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, I'll go chronologically. Isis came through first, and there's a being I've been working with, an ascended being called Chung Fu, or Old Chinese, and I've had a connection back to Chung Fu for about 35 years. And the trans medium Sally Pullinger is based in Glastonbury, so every time I go teaching in England, I make sure I go and have a yearly top up with a session there. It's like my spiritual juice every year. And this time, Chung Fu coming through, there was this high-pitched wailing. It was very beautiful. I had tears, and wow. Chung Fu came through and said this was Isis, and I didn't know Isis was an actual spiritual being. You know, I just come back from Egypt the very first time and went to the Isis temple, funnily enough. Amazing, aren't they? And you know, like it was just thought, oh, you know, it's a, you know, the legends and what have you, to know there's an actual spiritual being. And the message came through. She wanted to come back the next day to create an essence with me. So I brought in all the bowls, and I thought it'd be a very quick, simple process. The energy is coming in. And I went for about 20 minutes, and it was, the heart energy was so strong. I mean, I just had tears flowing down, because I mean, what a gift to humanity. And at that time, she rarely spoke in English. It was like a different galactic language. And basically she was saying that, you know, as the divine mother, the divine feminine, what she wanted to do was to take our pain, our suffering, and give us love and courage. And saying that, you know, like our woundings as a child or maybe an adult, past lives, that many of us working for the light, you know, we've incarnated into times where there's been pretty horrendous experiences, so that we've got those experiences that we, you know, like in current times, we can help people going through. But we get wounded from just going through that process. And also the process of incarnating here into the earth plane, there's initiations, there can be some wounding. So on all 4 levels, that's where she's take the wounding. But it's just this beautiful wrapping around that love vibration. It's like, you know, that, I said, the divine mother just wrapping you and just nurturing you when you're in pain. It's beautiful remedy. And, you know, very much that feminine. Solar Logos is not really a masculine or
Can
feminine.
I just pause you for a minute there? Can I just pause you for a minute there?
Yep.
In what you just shared there, I just want to take a breath, because there was quite a lot of energies coming through you in your passion sharing. A lot of us are very perceptive and tuned in with you of the divine. So I just want to take a pause for a moment, take a breath with your beautiful energy sharing, because none of us here have lost or missed your beautiful energy. We're feeling you at a very high vibration. In the first conversation we have, it took me days processing. I don't know if you're aware of that. I want to voice it to you and let you know and be aware. We're feeling you quite strongly. And what you're sharing is very healing right in this moment. And I'm sharing and helping other masters to learn, for us to slow down, to take a moment to integrate from spirit to soul, hearing and feeling what you just shared. And I want to take a moment, share is the feedback I get off a lot of souls is, somebody say, can I call you spiritual mother? And that's what they're feeling, is this spiritual mother energy and that hugging and everything that comes through when I share. So when you were saying that, I was going to say, yes, that's what people say they feel in the energy, because it comes through me. And I want my people to understand we are the vessel that the divine comes through, you know, and that's why and as it comes through, people say they feel that mother, divine mother love, grandmother, caretaker role energy for Australia, humanity, that I'm bringing through personally. So I just wanted to link those two through when I read more about the Isis energy. Before you share about the Solar Logos, and can I share that people are writing, feeling the loving embrace, so healing. Thank you, Ian. Phew, powerful, beautiful, such a gift. What a blast to hear speak of how the essence came about. Thank you, Ian. Another feeling the mother energies, a few tears here, tingles and chills. It's so nice. Very, very high vibe. Most of these, a lot of the souls here, that we feel a bit different to others, Ian, in bringing through a brand new platform for the planet humanity of a higher consciousness. And because today's about a higher consciousness upgrade of the pineal and the third eye as well, and just being here with you and I together. But it's eons worth to bring us here at this amazing solstice, triple conjunction energies and all else. So thank you for that. That was just a blessing. I'd love to hear the next bit with the Solar Logos.
Thanks for slowing me down. For those who know the essences, I'm a bit of a black-eyed Susan constitution, which is always going 100 miles an hour. So it's like, that's a nice message to me.
I think I'm a bit of a mirror for myself. Thank you. I'm a bit of a mirror, and that's what I'm showing souls, that I also am like that as well, because we're constantly, I'm in the divine, and I've had to learn to, I'm very impatient naturally and just go all the time. So I've had to learn, and it's helping me teach others by myself firstly, So it's great to hear you also say the same thing. Oh, what's normal, Ian? What's normal? You know? Yeah.
So look, I'm sure a lot of people listening, and most people will know what soul logos is. And look, let me put in my words, my perception for those maybe who may not be as familiar with it. It's like that creative energy that from the heart of the central sun. It's that creative love energy that goes out from the universe, and it's the one which inspires growth and consciousness and rising, not just here on Earth with Gaia, but the solar system. It's like the whole universe. And that vehicle for that love energy going out, that creative energy, is the rays of the solar logos, which is beautiful golden light. And that energy is actually too strong to come directly down here onto the planet. So usually there's this beautiful grid of white light around our Earth, and many angelic beings, ascended beings, convert that, all the soul logos energy, to white light, so of Christ consciousness that we can then absorb, like filters down. So I was told that after completing the Isis essence, that the next year they want to do another one, and it turned out it's going to be of solar logos energy. And to help anchor and ground it, because there's strong energy, so it wouldn't just zap everything, we had Melchizedek, who was there as the masculine, but even though soul logos is a neutral thing, but it was a nice having after Isis the first year, Melchizedek's presence helping with this essence come through to ground it. And of all the essences,
and that's made in Glastonbury, you've written here.
Yep.
You did that in Glastonbury.
With Sally Pullinger, the trans medium, helping to a lot of information coming through. And the soul logos energy, it's incredibly powerful. If you can imagine, I talk about it as a chalice, and that you've got a little bit of sediment in there. So the soul logos energy coming into this chalice with liquid, bit of sediment, it brings all that sediment up the surface and over the edge. So if there's any blockages, like on a spiritual level, the soul logos comes and really zaps it, brings it up. And brings.
May I share something here, Ian? May I jump in and share something? I understand you're in the flow and you want to share. Thank you. I have a picture behind me that you can't see now, that is in my videos. It's a chalice here about the Christ conscious energies. The chalice is a Christ consciousness, and each one of us has the chalice within us. And I have a spiritual guide drawing that shows that it was shared with me that I'm bringing the Christ consciousness energies. The chalice is within me. With the DNA code, it's a picture that I have behind me, spirit guide drawing, that each of us, that's our own personal chalice of the Christ consciousness energies, and what you just shared. I just wanted to share that and link that in again with what I've shared before. Each one of us has our own chalice. There's nowhere to search for a holy grail of Christ. It is within each one of us right here.
Yeah.
So may I just share that? Thank you.
And as we're bringing in all this light, clearing out blocks, we're also bringing it down onto the earth and to Gaia as well. So we're bringing more light in. Yes. And in fact, I think when I first brought it through, we did a couple of week program where we were, people, about 500 people around the world, just taking the soul logos essence and meditating together at the same time and doing an activity each day. And for some people, it was like they were just zapped. Some people ended up in bed for 2 weeks. They could hardly move because so much energy was being shifted. They just need to be really still to clear that. And in fact, often we suggest now that if someone's going to take the soul logos essence, they do Gaia essence first, just to help ground them so they can take in more of that light. And
you're right. I did read that, and I actually didn't mention that. Thank you for saying that. I knew that, and I've got all of those essences. And for some reason, it's interesting that I did not share. So that needed to come from you, that I knew that, and I did not share about taking that essence first. So it's interesting that with what I'm bringing through, that we've needed to wait to hear that from you with the explanation why. So thank you. So taking the Gaia essence, what does that help with?
It just helps anchor and ground you more, so you can take in more of that light, or assimilate it more readily. And look, you can go directly to Soul Logos. Many people have, but it can really be very intense and strong, and just softens a little bit sometimes working with Gaia first.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
And I'll share just a little anecdote. For me, it had really wonderful, good experience. It didn't knock me around. Some of my, close people to me were saying, "Wow, so intense," and it was shifting a lot. And then what it did for me was, there had been a couple of staff. In fact, the very first person who I employed in Bush Essences, and another one high up there, we'd worked together for about 20 years. And it came as a result of taking Soul Logos, it came up that there was a lot of things that weren't very good that were being done by these people, and I had to let them go. And I asked about that. I said, how come I didn't sort of get more warnings about this, and laughed? And they said, and also, how can you expect, because you're creating a Soul Logos essence, it wasn't going to go through and clear blockages and blocked energy within your company. So it didn't affect me personally, but it just totally changed everything in my business. And so I had come in and be more hands-on.
When you say it like that, well, it's like, oh, duh, isn't it? Of course.
Yes.
At that moment, I'm similar with a lot of stuff that I bring through. A lot has happened. It's like, you didn't receive my email because it went somewhere else. And I just said to you, there's the blockages here trying to prevent, of course, because you're bringing something new to the planet. But the divine brought us on track. You rang me last night. And, I did a video. There's a big rainbow serpent energy healing coming in. I've been using the rainbow serpent for a long time. I've been working with Uluru energies. I climbed it in 1992 as guided very strongly too. And then I was a caretaker of the Cosmic Consciousness Conference in 2018. And there was a big attack of those not so nice energies on stage there. So I've been dealing with a lot of things myself as well. And starting to become an old hand at it now. And we're always divinely looked after and protected. And okay, it's a big shift happening right now. I just need to take a moment of breath. So even with me sharing about I can feel a big frequency shift happening right now. Ian, can you feel anything? If not, that's okay. I just can feel a huge vibrancy shift. As you were speaking, I was doing some clearing. When you spoke in that last bit, I just felt energies on all of my energy centers, chakras releasing. I feel I went downwards first, and then when I went upwards as you spoke. So there was just a huge energy centers, chakras, just clearing happened when you spoke just then through my body. And that'll be going through me, and everyone else that's tuned in will be feeling and relating to what I'm writing here. That was a huge upgrade in what you just shared. Thank you again for your divine energy of such a high vibration to help push away of the light of we are one in unconditional love, linked directly with the divine through ourselves. And, Ian, we have already won. The light has already won. It's the rest of the filtering process in the human being, in our physical bodies, and all the layers and all the levels. And because we need peace and freedom and joy. We need to get back to our joy, our inner joy for ourselves. Come home in here. Whew. That was a massive shift just then. So, did I cut you off at all? Because I honestly, I think it's flowing beautifully with you.
And I think today it's very much a real acceleration of bringing all the hidden things back to the surface to get illuminated, because that's where there's a lot of fear, I think, on the planet with people, because of the unknown, the things which are being hidden. And so part of what we're going through today is bringing all those hidden things up for illumination, to help clear the fear when we can see them and identify them, because there's a lot of...
Okay, there's a tingling coming up from my feet, up my body as you spoke. Absolutely. And so can everyone feel all the vibrational essences coming from Ian's beautiful energy up through our feet, coming up and out. And I often liken, and I use so many analogies, and I laugh a lot, Ian. I have a lot of fun in what I bring through. And one of them is there's a big wave, and as that wave of all that light energy, underneath all the dregs have come up to be exposed because the white light wave. So if I was an artist, that would be the picture I'd be drawing, is this huge wave and all the dregs coming up being revealed. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great day.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to where we go from here.
Me too. There's a higher heart shift and upgrade going now. It's going to take a moment and integrate. I can feel the solar logos energy integrating on a deeper level, gently through your energy, bringing through for us to uptake right now, for each person watching to just feel that right here. And I can feel the blackness energies now lifting like a big, I say it's like I'm being in a smoke, in dark smoke is how I say, like a dark cloud. And it's just seeing that dark cloud, because each one of us are humanity. Each one of us are Gaia. Each one of us are a link. We are Gaia. So it's to see each one of us as Gaia, and this big black smoke, there underneath our feet, we are Gaia. And to see that smoke lift, shift, rise together, it's come up a quarter, up to halfway, there we go, and there's just sparkly energy underneath. So all of those is for the whole planet, humanity together, galactically linking, there it goes, up to source, back down through Gaia, and through us, and around and around and around. Bless. Each healing that I do and the visions I get, that surprised me. Each one is new and unique, and that surprised me. And that was the vision, that healing that just came through then for all of us, for humanity. What a blessing. Ian, is there anything else? I'm so happy to sit here with you. Whatever if you would choose to sit here with me and share, what is your schedule and your agenda for right now?
For right now, we're just setting up all the mother tinctures to get ready for we call it the ritual.
Beautiful.
So,
yeah, that's where we were talking about before. There's a loop. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was there's just a loop finishing off. Yeah. Sorry, darling.
Yeah. So that will be the main one, and then it's just addressing a few business matters with emails and videos and the day-to-day things. And I'm going to make sure that I go walking barefoot on the earth and just give my gratitude to Gaia as our Earth Mother, and she's evolving, and she wants us as her children to come and go on this journey with her and raise our consciousness and go with her. So it's just a gratitude for what she offers us all.
I'm just taking a moment in that gratitude and what you're sharing, and feeling that heartfelt message to all of us to remind us of that. I often say it's back to the basics, and we keep it to the simple things, the basics, the gratitude every day. And, people can use those words and say them, feeling them and taking that moment is different to just the words. It's about feeling. So very deeply. So I would like to share something, Ian. If you would like to remain with us, I would love that. I'd love to share some of the stuff that I've written down to share today. What would you like to do today from here with you and I together? I'd like to start sharing some of the things I've written.
Yeah, fine. And, I want to make sure you give you the space, to run and organize.
Yeah.
This day. So
I'm just going in the flow. We're just blending in beautifully. All I want to basically say is, do you want to stay on the video with me while I continue? Would you like to remain, or do you need to go?
How long do you think the video will go for?
Another half hour or so.
Yeah, lovely.
Don't know. Every time it's winging it, so you can.
Yeah, I'll stay till around about for that time to when you finish up.
Fantastic. It's all as guided beautifully. I don't know myself. I can only surmise, but Spirit gives me the wind up and the tap on the shoulder a few minutes before I'm to finish. And what I usually do, Ian, is I let people know that. And I say, I've got a few more minutes to go, but I'm getting the wind up to say goodbye because I can be taken off abruptly with the energies when I need to go. So I've had to learn in the human to bring in, okay, I'm going to say goodbye now. I've got a few minutes to go. So people have learned. So I don't like, hurry up, see you, bye, that's it, finish, cut off. I don't like that. Let's just slow down, give thanks and love for each other, and then I'll finish off and then I'll turn it off. And it's just a beautiful way of see you soon. And I have a saying, as always, I'm right here with you for souls. That's one of my common sayings. So I will now bring up my screen of what I've written this morning to share, Ian. So thank you for remaining here with us, with your beautiful energy and everything that we've shared together. And I'll keep going with my divine schedule of what I'm to share. So what
thank you for the opportunity for sharing about the my work with the essences and being part of your program today. Thank you.
Unity right here. So an hour before okay, bless, there's a big huge whoosh and violet flame release of energies just coming off the planet again in the etherics. Big violet flame just then when we sort of close it off, that section with Ian and I. So just the planet here and just violet flame whooshing all darker energies off, away, just cleansing. See, we're grounding and anchoring what I call both spirit and soul energies today of new rainbow energies to take one breath in and out. Slowly, to hear that noise and drop the shoulders. From the depth of your soul to your spirit, linking both above and below. In. Release. And see the new rainbow energies just streaming in through you. They came in before when Ian and I were sharing. It's all you need to do is visualize. It's easy to visualize. We do it all the time, watching shows and recalling things. We do it automatically, naturally. And it's about releasing the head. I can't do this and I can't visualize. Stop trying and push and just be. You do it automatically. It needs to be easier. And we need to unlearn a lot of old energy habits that we've needed to cope in the past when we compartmentalized our energies to cope. And the Isis energy is about bringing in those energies of separated, emotionally cut off parts of ourselves. So we're leading into this now. Before we go into that, I actually need to clear some more energy space of sharing something that Johnny Superman wrote that I'm going to read to you, because let me share first, okay? And this is what was written in reply to somebody that called us hippies and new age spiritual freaks. I'm tabling it and I'm sharing. And this is what was written. We here, you and I now are in this space for unity and community and for peace. We continually deal with our shadows and we dwell in reality or creating towards it. Others' responses are for them, and we move forward in what we need to do for a higher consciousness. Bless you all. This is a clearing of all negative entities linked with those that do not understand that we right now here are in love and unity, in support. And yes, I may use some words and terms that people don't understand. I am learning to break these words down into more common everyday words so this message can reach everybody and anybody. There's many people that see these videos and they tell me repeatedly, I don't always understand what you say and share. I feel better. I feel lifted afterwards and I feel the love coming and I just love hearing your voice. And I'm telling you, that's enough. That's enough for where you are to resonate to. Just be you. So this is unconditional love and unity that is straightforward in anyone's language. This is about higher consciousness. And this is, we're here also today and sending our love out in transmitting the anger and resentment with the Aboriginals, the Ab in brackets, the originals, the first human beings to our planet, to Australia, the emerald energies of What I've been let know is New Atlantis rising energy to the planet as Australia is leading the way for new humanity rising energies of a new dream of peace and love on earth, and it begins with us. Welcome. My name is Anastasia Compost of Blue Beyond Guide. I and other masters of a new 144 light paradigm are here in unity together today to help you to help yourself, as I am a mirror of the divine source, God, as this energy comes through me as a template for humanity in living divine service in my mission from God. I call it my mission from God, Ian. Do you like that? Blues Brothers. Got to lighten up. I bring a lot of the Aussie humour and lightheartedness that many over the world are really loving, Ian. They're really loving the lightheartedness along, because it's can be quite nuts living in the earth and the insanity energies that we're living with. And it helps, doesn't it? So thank you for those here and at the Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide channel, because this live gathering of souls who feel this deeper, this is participating in unity with all Uluru ceremonial meditation energies, as we are one and we need to unite our energies in love and consciousness. That needed to be shared, that came through. And we are working with what we call double 11 master energies. The purpose, let me share with you the sacred ceremony being held at Uluru. And this is a quote, the purpose of the Uluru ceremony is for the rainbow serpent to become the rainbow bridge, to rise up to connect with the light of the sun and go straight into the heart of Mother Earth, cleansing, energizing, and reinvigorating Mother Earth and ushering in a new era for Mother and her children. That is direct from the tribes, the Indigenous of Australia. There are many sharing different messages. It's very interesting. And we're here for unity, that we're all contributing, as Ian shared, all of us in our way. There is no intrusion of anything. There is no disharmony here. This is about new unity for all, for the grief, for everything that's happened when white man came and the trauma. Earlier on this year, we did there was 3 videos leading up to today that we're in the rock. Uluru was a word free and there was a dome over Uluru, and I've shared these recently on the Anastasia Blue Beyond Guide Facebook page, links to these videos of visualizations where you can do more, and many of you did. So this is hugely in respect to the originals, the Pleiadian, Atlantean and Lemurian energies of Australia in unity with the Uluru ceremony for the rainbow serpent to become the rainbow bridge, to rise up to connect with the solar logos energies with Mother Earth. And that's what we're assisting with today, in new unity with all ceremonies being held by many. As grandmother caretaker energy, we have now the grandfather energy, thank you, Ian, and with Uluru as an original, newly voicing with our link from spirit to soul through our emotions for the first time as a Blu-ray elder, ascension pioneer, trailblazer of a new 144 paradigm of energies of our new earth rebirth, dawning of a new era, collective, consciously. Feeling ground these words in I'm sharing. These are not just words, citing them. This is in real, raw time, feeling this through ourselves right now, because you are who we've been waiting for. You are the event. This was called Uluru Global Event, but you are the event. It's only was called an event because that's what I needed to label it on Facebook. As you heard Ian said, he's been doing this stuff for a gazillion years. He's been doing all these things himself behind the scenes. Well, he's not behind the scenes. We know of you, Ian. But you've been doing these things because you're in service. It's not about publicity. It's not about, but today it took a lot for me, Ian, to come on, because I'm also an introvert as well as an extrovert. It's taken me this whole year to do the videos, to be able to bring these energies through today. It's been tough and challenging for me as well, Ian, and to be seen and to be a voice of so many of us that have been behind the scenes doing the shadow work. And it's just been a blessing for all of us to come together now, and to have you here with us is thank you again.
And I must say, I think people watching you are going to find it hard to think you're an introvert, but we'll take your word for it. But you've adapted very well.
I have, it's ambivert, Ian. It's both. I am a little shy little girl at times. I do have that. And I have the mouth. I'm Greek, Ian. Come on. I'm mouth and I'm a talker. But a lot of that is covering up the anxiety and the insecurity. I just learned to mask it well. I'm ex-military too, Ian. And so I learned with post-traumatic stress. I went through a lot of abuse in the military. So I learned, that's why your essences have been priceless. So I learned how to embrace the inner shadow child and come home to. That's why. But if you knew me from times past, you're seeing a beautiful result of 25 years of working on this masterpiece. I'm really ingesting here.
Good. We'll have to bottle your essence and make that a new essence, I think.
Well, yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later about that. I got told we might be working in together with something, so it's not funny that you should just say that. I'll leave that one over to the divine. So I want to remind everyone that today is the 21st of the 12th. Not that you need reminding that you've forgotten. Is the most powerful summer-winter solstice of a great conjunction. I've got quite a few things written here. I'm right in this moment. I just put it there. I'm being guided to share Celia Fenn's explanation. I've written much about it. And the energy of what Celia Fenn shared about was on the 18th of December, when the sun aligns with the galactic center and the great central sun, the golden light of the sun merges with the white diamond light of the central sun, creating a powerful transmission of light codes to the earth. Now, I don't fully understand every single thing that people write and share, and many, because it's a lot of it's blah, 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 big words. However, if we hear and read that, that's enough for us to get an essence or a shade or an element of, oh, I can feel that. That's enough. We don't need to have to fully understand and go down rabbit holes with all the spiritual knowledge. That's where a lot of people get lost and they emotionally bypass. They stay in the spiritual knowledge and information. That's everywhere. So she also shared, we have the solstice on the 21st. This is special this year for two powerful reasons. Firstly, the original people of Australia will be conducting a ceremony at Uluru, which I shared about, to initiate a new relationship between the sun and the earth. This is us to get a deeper understanding of the feeling of today. To initiate, they'll be conducting a ceremony at Uluru, yes, to initiate a new dream for the planet in the place of dream time. I loved when I read that. That's what they wrote, Ian. So you know the Aboriginals with the dream time in their stories. And it's now to initiate a new dream for the planet. I loved reading that. Out of dream time and into dream and reality.
Yeah. I see today as a bit like the waters breaking for Mother Earth, and part of this birthing experience.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful vision. Thank you for adding that. Thank you. They're calling for support and connection globally as they realign the rainbow serpent of the earth with the sun. So it's a realignment of the earth and the sun with the rainbow serpent is what they are doing in their ceremonies. So we just need that visual. That's why on the banner, it had the rainbow serpent there with the brain and the pineal and the third eye. It's a higher consciousness upgrade with the ceremonies that they are conducting. And others have said years ago, it's a new galactic umbilical cord connection. So there's many names and labels what's happening. This is a potent start of the new age of Aquarius, a new Christmas star, signaling the return of the Christ consciousness to Earth. Very interesting. Maybe that's, what do you get with that, Ian? If you don't get anything, I'll move on and keep going. But she said here, it's a new Christmas star signaling the return of the Christ consciousness on Earth. Is that, many of us, I feel that's been happening for a little while. So I was quite surprised to read that. Is it, do you feel that's, are you getting anything on that? Is it more globally? Because to me, we've already been doing that.
Yes, whether there's just more light flowing through, which brings in more Christ consciousness. So people who maybe not so aware of it comes up and they feel a little bit stronger, but certainly it's been happening for some time.
Yeah. That's what I got as well. Thank you for that validation. This is important. Archangel Michael speaks of the return of the feminine Christ. With the Isis essence is the protection love of the divine feminine. It matches in, and I keep holding this up because these are the sheets that I'll be reading off that came with the essences. This is exactly 800 years since the prophecy in 1321 that the Cathars, followers of the Mary Magdalene, would return to Earth. So this is all interesting information to take that in. I've been guided to share this. Is today we'll be doing a divine healing with the sacred marriage of the divine feminine and divine masculine called Hiros Gamos for new cosmic Christ consciousness resurrection and new unity energies with a direct link in human embodiment with the divine in 0 point. So I'm going to keep flowing with this. Cosmic Christ consciousness in the 0 point and being neutral in the unity field. That means living in the flow, linked with the divine at all time, 0 point. I'm going to keep things very simple. It's not focusing on others. It's working directly with your divine inner guidance. Let's keep it very simple and basic about your own 0 point and not getting involved with others in arguments about energies. It's a safe space. It helps you keep protected. Things are changing so much, and as humans, we can interpret and be amiss with information while not being a clear vessel. Hence, we take personal energies out and work directly with the divine ourselves. Set the intent, and I can share about the prayer, help me to help myself, and then look up Australian bushflower essences for where you're stuck and see which ones can help you with that.
The other,
and even getting the cards themselves, even if people can't buy them, that's okay. People can still look up and they can research and they can look up and read and feel the man, you know, and even getting the cards, themselves is enough to uptake it. And if you're able to buy the essence yourself, do that. And the Bach flower essences, we use both. We also use shell essences. We use a variety of things. Because people say, how can I help myself? Well, here's some ways.
You can also, on the website, we've got videos of a lot of the flowers where I'm talking about them. So if they don't know the flower, but they can just watch that. And it's another, as you said, you can use the card, or you can just even seeing it and observing the flower, you know, especially for people who aren't in Australia, who maybe have never seen it growing or something. It's a nice way to access it. Yeah. And a message I got today was to really be in your heart and be really gentle and kind, because that'll really allow you to take in more of these beautiful energies happening around us at the moment. And that's all we need to do, just be in our heart center and just be really loving and kind and gentle, and so much of this energies will flood through us and into the earth.
Number one is being gentle with ourselves and unconditionally forgiving. And ourselves, so many put a lot of pressure on themselves, and it is about being so gentle with ourselves and being that loving, nurturing parent for ourselves. For many that never received that for themselves, they don't know, they're needing to learn it newly for themselves, how to do that. Thank you about the videos and everything, sharing that they have access to that too. Thank you. Because I'm all about proof, and I'm all about, like, I haven't asked for an exchange for today. I didn't ask for an exchange for any of the videos all year, so people don't have an excuse to whinge and complain and not understand it's all about energy exchange. Because I saw someone else shared a video and they asked for exchange, and straight away, how can you be charging that much? And that's blah, 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 and each to their own. And so there's a lot of gifting here. There's a lot of gifting. It's always about energy exchange. I say to people, get out of the money. It's not about money, it's about energy exchange. And you go with the energy exchange, you'll be fine. So with the Isis essence, I'm going to start. The energy's being prepared for me to bring through. It feels a bit weird, Ian. I'm going to say, this is the essence that you prepared and I'm bringing it through. I feel a bit weird you being here with me. I'm being honest. Yeah, but it's your essence and I'm bringing it through, Ian. I'll keep going. The little girl just went a little bit shy then. So I'm Okay, there's dragons humming and buzzing, and there's a dragon that came today. The earth dragon came for us at this time. And what the earth dragon has asked, and even if, okay, here it comes. Okay, it's anchored in. And the earth dragon energy is clearing our path and our land around it. I'm wondering if I'm going to be reading these out and bringing them through in, because I've got to do it and something else comes. It's very interesting. Today and every day, expect the unexpected, going with the flow. It just changes all the time. And that's what also living in 0 point in the flow is. And I verbalize and I show people, oh, there's some information I just got. I show them how we need to pause. We need to take time out for ourselves to actually receive the information. And so I do that, and I take breaths to help people see, because I'm a mirror of the divine energies, learning to master these energies in my human body and anchor in, because so many can get lost and often the astrals and floating around and not grounded in. And okay, it's about bringing our energy back into our bodies. See, the earth dragon was, they help build, it's okay, I'll get it, there it is. They help build the original dragon lines, which we now call ley lines. And I've spoken about this many times before. And part of their service work is to travel along them, to clear them when asked to do so. So what we're going to do firstly is, with all the other beautiful energies we did with you, Ian, is it's when we send an instruction to the earth dragon to work with the ley lines, they can power away under the surface to clear any blockages. This impacts hugely on people and situations in the vicinity. It helps to ground us in our mission in this life. And the vision is to picture that dragon visualize yourself where you are right now and see yourself come up and see your energy, where you're sitting, go to the room where you're in, that place where you're in, into your town, into your state, zoom back further, see a map of your country, see your state, see the energy radiating out from you around your whole state, your country, and then zoom it round in a beautiful grid around the earth. And that's how quick we can do that. And as we do that, we're working with the earth dragon to cleanse the ley lines, the dragon lines around the planetary grid, and visualize a grid glowing and shimmering. And I can see sparkles coming off it right now. And when you walk, think of the earth dragons and connect with them through the earth. Ask them to ground you in your vision. For this card signifies as pitch shifting in the left, in the feminine left ear right now. This card signifies they are now boosting your spiritual journey. You are ready to fly. Notice the progress you make. Please take that in for a moment. I'm reading some comments in. I'm about to see where Spirit's directing me with the essence. I've got it here. The pitch is shifting higher again in the feminine. So the Isis energy is actually already coming in without me needing to read it. So everyone, I just want you to be consciously aware. The Isis essence is already coming through, and you being present here, Ian, is facilitating that flow more with me doing, as you said, in partnership. Thank you so much for holding that space. It's coming through you that as well with me. Thank you. See, the Isis essence allows you to feel the presence, protection, and love of the divine feminine. Take a breath in, see pink. Beautiful, soft pink, soft pink, soft pink in your heart, heart of hearts, higher heart, glowing pink. Feel the softness and the gentleness now. Illuminates our dark places where we store our pain and suffering. Just be consciously aware of what I'm sharing here, creating hope and upliftment. Replaces aspects of our wounded self with love and courage. Feel this, breathe this in. Helps you draw love into yourself in times of turbulence, anxiety, and uncertainty. Again, visualize this flowing out from you to everyone around you, your home, your suburb, your state, your country, around the world, everybody. We are surrounding everybody coming out from you. This is all about you first. Be gentle, transforming places of negativity arising from trauma, integrating any separated, emotionally cut off parts of ourselves, helps heal places of emotional pain. Right now, The feminine, masculine balance is coming in. Just as I read those, feminine was being held, and now the masculine, very wounded as well. It's interesting, Ian. I'm getting the wounded masculine with the Isis. I know it's not, that's what's coming in as a healing for the wounded masculine of the feminine.
You know, the masculine's wounded, the feminine's wounded. We're all individually, and we both got the masculine within us. It just needs
that's right.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what, yeah. I was surprised at that. It's balancing that up. With the Isis essence, it calls upon those who are ready to come forward. And I know all of you are, because you're right here with me as well, to stand up courageously, both emotionally and spiritually. And Great Mother promises she will shine on you her light of lights that will illuminate your dark places. Isis is calling you to her. Can you feel this coming down your crown? And she wants to take your emotional pain, anger, shame, blame, fear, grief, and despair. In place, she will bring love and courage. Just feel a big shift. And what I'm seeing is like a smoky, a black cloud around the pineal and third eye. Can you see that for yourself? You can do it in 2 seconds. Picture it like a cartoon if you need to. Doesn't matter. Just picture that cloud there, and all you need to see the Road Runner take it away. Honestly, lighten this up. Have fun with this. See this. If anyone doesn't know what the Road Runner is, it means you're young. So it just means have fun with, see the cloud go and shift it and release it up to the divine and soul to be cleansed and heal, and feel this beautiful Isis essence trickling like water droplets through your crown right now. Are you feeling this? Body tingles. People are saying breaking through to real light. Many of us carry old deep woundings. This essence is now trickling like a light sprinkling shower through you. Many of us carry old deep woundings, feeling your body just soaking this up. This essence can empower us by assisting us to access, release, and heal these aspects. We can have our emotional pain and places of negativity from trauma being transformed and healed, a massive shift at a very deep soul level. I just felt an integration of the high heart and the solar plexus. If you just place one hand on each and feel an integration happening right now. The Divine Mother calls us to allow that loving to help. These deep, long hidden places or emotional wounds that can arise not only from events in our childhood and lifetime, but even from prior lives. I can see this just pouring into each of our energy centers, chakras. Just visualize that. Crown, third, throat, high heart, dragon heart, high heart, heart. Solar plexus, sacral just below the belly button. In between your legs is a base of root chakra. And just feel them shimmering, taking in these droplets to help a complete heal. Some wounds can even occur during spirit's journey coming through the dimensions to incarnate as it takes form into this world of matter. And as this energy is coming in, I want to say that when I read that, I received so much information from spirit that's not in books, Ian. And everything I've been sharing are living books and not to be published. And that was a shock to me because I was shown that I'd be writing books and sharing books, but they're living words that I've been sharing freely for some years now as part of my role and mission to do so that way. And one thing I let know was the damage and the trauma of souls coming in that I'd never heard or read anywhere else. So when I read that recently, it was a blessing to read that you wrote that. I also got the same information for myself, but there we go, the pitch, masculine, feminine, just balanced just then. There it goes. So it was a blessing to read that as validation. I've also shared before about many of our wounds that were from earliest times that were horrific war, genocide, of scarcity, of love. Many of us have that within us. I know I did. I went so far as joining the military in this lifetime as well, Ian. You know, I just had to revisit that and reopen some more wounds, of ancient wounds of abuse and whatever, to become victorious. And my case that I won, Ian, just very briefly, created a new parliament in Australia for women. There's 3 instances that I did. It's taken me a long time to be my introvert. It's taken a long time for me to share this. So while I might sound confident, I'm still a bit, you know, because I feel like I was, as part of the post-traumatic stress that I had, it was really hard to say some things because I felt a lot of fear of taking my case of the abuse in the military to the Administrative Appeals Tribunal, the AAT, the highest court in Australia. And they created a new rule in Parliament for all women in the military, from me standing up from abuse and pushing through. It took me 7 years to fight that case. And it was tough. And I did a couple of other firsts in Australia for women that weren't done. So I was a trailblazer before I knew I was a trailblazer.
Yeah. You've taken
and
on
now,
some big
yeah, now I
roles.
just say,
Yeah.
pardon?
You've taken on some big roles. And you know, when you say, oh, I went in the military, I mean, there's no accidents. When we look back on the different things and paths we've gone in our lives, there's always a purpose for them. And, you know, we may not know it at the time, but you know, it's amazing how it all interweaves.
Well, yeah, people go, I can't believe you're in the military. And I go, yeah, now I'm a peace-loving hippie freak. They just, when I share the photos with me in my uniforms and the rifles and everything, you know, what a polarity. And, you know, again, Spirit, and what I've been saying with others more lately too, Ian, is Spirit wouldn't have brought you here. A lot of people are in despair, releasing the energies, and I've been sharing with them what they've been releasing. And the reason, it's not just you, you're breaking the negative family energies for this not to happen again. This is so big. It's bigger than just you, I'm saying to people. And then they go, oh, I knew it was something else. And I, you know, and that you're not alone. And Spirit wouldn't have brought us here without a way for us to help ourselves. It all, you know, we are being looked after. And it's a good to remind ourselves of that. So just take a moment to process, to see with this, that's what I'm getting to bring through. Did you want to share anything else about the Isis essence?
Just when people are going through a really a very difficult, challenging time, and they feel maybe alone, and it's just, I mean, that's the time to call in Isis, and you just feel that loving, motherly and divine mother embrace you, like in those lonely, isolated, you know, scariest times. I mean, this, when you're really upset, just call her in, and you'll feel a presence around you.
Beautiful. And that's anchored in. I just saw beautiful Kuan Yin energy and Mother Mary energy just both come in as you spoke then. Thank you for that. So I'm going to take a moment. And Ian, when I take a moment to break my videos, I do this. You ready? Just helps shift the energy.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. That's anchoring in to the ground, into Mother Earth. Picture that for yourself right now. I'm going around and around and around. That's the vision. Beautiful. So with the Solar Logos essence, so when Spirit guided me to the Isis, then the Solar Logos, lo and behold, what do I read? With the Solar Logos, it's good to use with the Isis.
Isis mops up everything the Solar Logos has brought up, and you're a bit nurturing and gentle afterwards.
Hey, beautiful. So, as you shared about the Solar Logos, you've shared a fair bit about this now. It is about integrating the divine masculine and feminine within us with what I've been sharing about the sacred masculine feminine, which is called Christos and Sophia energies, just another words for sacred masculine, divine masculine, and sacred divine feminine. And then the Solar Logos essence helps with the integration of this within us, to open our heart to the wisdom that is deep within us, manifest the seed of creation within us. I love that one, Ian. Manifests the seed of creation within us. Ooh, that's powerful, super powerful. Helps bring about the disillusion of all the emotional and spiritual pain that is gathered. oh, this is what I love, in the bodies, hearts, and minds of the human race through us. Firstly, see that gold energy just radiate, everyone. I just saw that energy come in as a golden ball and just feel it. And it's right here. It's interesting when we just feel that radiating out, helping bring about the dissolution of all the emotional, spiritual pain that is gathered in the bodies, hearts, and minds of the human race. There's a bit of instability balancing right now, a bit of rocky energy. So I'm just balancing. It's huge. Opens our heart and mind, allowing the Christ consciousness to more readily enter. Spiritually mindful consciously is what I say about the mind a lot, Ian. Activates the light of the soul within us, enabling us to then access the divine on a personal level. Zoom that golden ball into your solar plexus. Just then it happened. It just went zoom. So picture that golden ball zooming straight into your solar plexus, the solar logos. There it is. Bring it in, bring it in, breathe in. Wow, that went in very, very quickly. Because it's also linked with our voice in speaking up. And the Celestite crystal came up for us today as well, Ian. It's really important, the Celestite. So I'm actually going to bring in the light blue healing of the Celestite crystal. So I've got this written down here as well. And it brings a wonderful sense of peace, elevation of spirit, and an overwhelming awareness of belonging, not just to mankind, but to the universe and all that dwells there. Celestite's ethereal blue crystal reflect the many hues of our celestial dome and perhaps the loveliest of the blue energy crystals. It's a powerful activator of the throat as well as the third eye and crown, stimulating the spiritual senses and bringing a swift and dynamic connection to the higher realms. It's a stone of heavenly communication. And it cleanses and surrounds the environment or heals one aura. So picture the light blue coming into your aura and your environment, calming fears or stilling a chaotic mind. There we go. That's why we got to bring it in here to help the chaotic mind to provide clear focus, a smooth transition and meditation. And it's about stimulating the throat chakra, the voice of the body. And this is today a link of the solar plexus to the throat, to the pineal gland, third eye for upgrade of high consciousness. We just linked it just then. Boom, boom, boom. There we went. There was the triple. There's our triple conjunction right then. Solar plexus, throat, third eye, and up. Whew, what a release and shift. I know it's hot here in Queensland, and I just broke into many sweats, perspiring, releasing, burning off the old energy dross, Ian.
Yes, also I can feel it shifting. Yeah.
Great. That's lovely. Thank you.
And also in a lot of the astral plane too, which is that golden color as well. So you've got the golden rays, solar logos, you've got the aura astral cleansing as well. So it's all that nice orange colors too.
Thanks. You just expanded it further. Thank you for that. So, and the crown chakra, more of the Celestite, located at the top, is our gateway to the expanded universe beyond our bodies. There we go. It's a fountainhead of our beliefs, the source of our spirituality. When it's in balance, our energies are in balance. We know our place in the universe and see things as they are. We are unruffled by setbacks, knowing they are an essential part of life. The Celestite, this is from crystalvaults.com, is a powerful crystal of celestial connection, expanding the consciousness to receive the divine wisdom from the divine source, as well as communication protection from the angelic realm. It teaches patience and perfect trust in the divine process. I could have tears here in about having patience in the trust in the divine process, instilling a profound sense of peace and the desire for a harmonious coexistence with humanity and all of creation, and helps one recall, acknowledge gifts of the divine, as well as to recognize divine intervention in one's life. As we said, full circle to what we're saying before when about me in the military and everyone else and everything everyone's been in their life to bring them to this point. The end, I was sharing in a live video one of them on the 16th of October, that there was the end of the karmic cycle. June came the end of the karmic cycle in spirit. And I often say, wait for the other shoe to drop. We've got a spirit and soul. A spirit is another us in the etherics and the astrals connected to our higher self that does all the traveling and all that stuff. And then there's us in the human body, our soul. So there's two. So these are double 11 master energies that I work with. That is part of my unique role, just as I did in the military, bringing through that new ruling parliament for all of Australia that had never been done in. So is my mission here with linking the spirit and the soul through the emotions, and teaching and leading by being myself firstly, and for others as a mirror of the divine for them, helping them to grow into their power by doing it firstly myself as a sentient pioneer and trailblazer. And I provide a lot of proofing, and everything I do is proof, because there's a lot being shared and a lot being said from the head, yet the hard work in the hardcore shadow energies below the iceberg, behind the scenes, is the energies that I'm bringing through, being voice of many of us in new unity, up and out of a new light paradigm. And I just want to thank everyone, because I can feel emotions coming through pretty strongly. So I just want to take a moment and just read some of the comments here, Ian. There's quite a few emotions releasing right now. Are you feeling that, Ian, or you're doing your own space and just processing for yourself? What are you feeling?
Myself, I think, at the moment. Yeah.
Great. I was just curious. That's great. People saying I've got a piece of Celeste on my head now, another one Lemurian, another one, wow, I felt that perfect, wow. It's beautiful. Deep breath. Okay. Higher heart and lower heart balance right now. So Ian, what came through recently was a higher heart and lower heart balancing, and it was waves of so much anger and rage I've been releasing in the last few days. And so I wrote and shared souls. That's what was happening. And also then we were releasing for all of humanity. So what we're doing now is balancing higher heart and lower heart. And I can just feel it balancing beautifully. There we go. 0 point. They're just linked and creating new 0 point energy. It is what it is for that right now. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with the rest of the Solar Logos as guided, as reading on the back. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Ian? Keep going with this last bit.
Yeah, just keep going. You're doing a great job.
Thanks, brother. Okay, so this is quite powerful to read this, Ian, tuned in with everybody right now with the grid that the healings we've done and connecting with the planetary grid. I can actually, as I'm about to read this, I can feel the difference, Ian, when you said that. And now tuning in, I can feel it. So I'm just processing, balancing energies. We're bringing in a new higher version of ourselves right now, energy. So just take those words in for yourself. A higher version of yourself, upgrade right now consciously. People are becoming conscious of a huge energetic shift upon the earth, with many powerful changes currently taking place within our world, which will continue in the coming times. Peace, love, and unity, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I will break this down and thank you and share and keep reading. So it might be another 5 minutes or so. Thank you for everybody for showing up. It's not lost on me that you may be staying up at 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 12 a.m., midnight with everything that you're going through. I appreciate everybody's effort. And for the whole year, for 2020, for all of you that have been with me hand in hand, side by side, in so much divine unconditional love. I've grown and changed too. And I've said before, if you go look at the videos earlier in the year, I wasn't as confident, as settled in as I am now. It took me a while to grow into myself. So it takes a little while to grow into ourselves, because we need to come out from behind the scenes now more to, yes, the word unite, but to be around others that come from a divine, loving, unconditional space. So there's no one told me, I didn't know, I couldn't afford it. We're right here. When your vibration shifts and changes, it's here. Welcome home to you, is what I would like to say. And we need to get on, and we need to show each other unconditional love and acceptance, because if not us, then who? It needs to begin with us. And these are beyond words. And I say that for me, 2021 is 2021 and beyond, because these are beyond words time. It's time to show up, to feel, to integrate, to work on the inner. You are being rewarded right now. You are being looked after. You will have provided a way for yourself to cope and manage with whatever you are going through. Be still, my heart, is the message. Be still in your own heart. Love and peace and unity and compassion within yourself firstly, each and every time. I know you know this, Masters, and you know I say this often, but let's just take a moment, do together in gold. So there's gold energy that's just glowing. Can you see the gold liquid coming through you? And I've been sharing for years, you are liquid gold. Choose who you share your liquid gold with, because it's so, so precious. Always protect your heart of hearts, me first. Protect your heart, because everybody needs to earn your trust. However, also you need to trust yourself firstly too. Okay? And it took me to 50 to fully trust myself. So understand. So you're not alone moving forward. I will still be here next year's with whatever videos and super master classes, whatever. I will still be here with you as we move forward in new unity, consciousness, energies together. There we go. We just broke through. Big rainbow just bushed out. There it is. Whew, we broke through. It was massive. We are receiving at this moment waves of golden light, the rays of the solar logos, which are pouring through the universe, from the center of the universe, from the central sun. This energy is charging through with enormous power, with force, unstoppable, invincible, the power of love. It is the highest vibration. Solar logos is the breath of emotional of the new creation. It brings forward and awakens the power of creation with each and every one of us, me, you. This new creation takes root in every mind, heart, and body who's ready and willing to ground and grow the new consciousness on earth. You and me here right now, newly. See that go into Gaia? When taking the solar logos essence, the seed of light from this, see the rainbow bridge we just built? And see this coming in now. The seed of light from this essence goes into your cells. You are Gaia, and creation is facilitated. It is literally energized, and that which is already within is set in motion. Now's the time for going deep within, for opening our hearts to the wisdom that resides deep within us. Me first. The solar logos essence assists us with this. As you open to the knowledge that's within your soul, your being expands, your God or goddess self comes in. You are a creator God. I've shared that before. You are a creator God and goddess. Enters into the pure heart of your essence and informs you of the deepest pure knowing from source. This essence helps us to understand the nature of the divinity and wisdom that's within us, allowing us to accept our God nature. There is a pulsing hand swapping over from higher heart and heart to solar plexus, balancing right now. When the solar logos energy comes in, it's very primal. You have all the light of the central sun coming in. Ian, did you want to share anything at this point, or keep going? Is there any vision you'd like to share with this?
Just that lovely when you the upgrade that people get in, because it really brings through your higher self more fully, where you get a sense of your purpose and direction, the true essence of who you are. And I think at the moment, it's like the more light we let in, we share that, people get a lot of strength from just what we're doing ourselves, let alone us getting it.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, if you could imagine golden light, the solar logos rays flooding into a chalice filled with substance containing an amount of darkness. So see this in your chalice right here, the solar logos rays flooding into it. Then because there's so much power in the solar logos, it displaces, there we go, see it splash out all the dark, which then flows out over the edges. It's like everything comes slightly apart so that the dark can move out. And then the cells regroup in that lighter, purer form in a much less dense structure. Did you get that visualization? That was beautiful. People can rewatch to get that. We'll keep going. That was beautiful. This enables one's light body to commune more readily with the realms of spirit and to be much more inhabited by one's higher self. I just felt that upgrade and that lighter, higher self vibration frequency come in just then, Ian. It just came in just then with that visual. This process can throw up emotional, spiritual pain arising from so much karmic content being moved at this present time, which we've been working with at the end of the karmic cycle and the human on the 16th of October. And we're still dealing with the old byway closed loops of third dimensional energies, which has already previously been shared. We're moving into a new 5D earth energy of Trinity open loops connected with the divine, and people are staying in there with their head. That's why it's get out of the head. The thinking is about shifting to I feel. It's feeling the emotions. That alone will help you to be conscious. Be conscious of your consciousness, Ian, is something I say, and I call it being super conscious. To be conscious of our consciousness and to be conscious of when our heads and our thoughts, because people are quite often blocking themselves in. And I call it, be careful of bullshitting ourselves, because I bullshitted myself to cope and deal with stress in the past, because that was my reality in compartmentalizing everything to cope. And it's now realizing, and I call it, we have a bullshitter meter inside of us blue-ray energies where we can pick up, and we just need to, the mirror is on us to pick up where we are doing that within ourselves. And that's where the gentleness and the mother, great mother love of the Isis energy comes in as a great starting point. Is there anything you wanted to share with that?
It says it all.
You have. Consequently, this essence is best worked in combination with the Isis essence. Ian, I'm like a child when I come on at times, because I'm never amazed at the boom as the microphone drops all the time, and I don't ever want to lose that. I don't see others that are bringing something new to the planet. I will not lose that childlike wonder. When I saw that, tears just came, you know, every time, every day I'm amazed. Every day I'm amazed. And if we, that's what we need to get back to, the joy and the amazement, like when we're little children. Lighten up. Let's get back to that fun.
We need to experience joy and give joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will help one with any overwhelm during this activation and movement of the sediment or darkness. That's why we did the Isis first, even though you said the Isis is the mop up. What you said, I was guided to bring the Isis first, then the Solar Logos, unity, sacred masculine, feminine working in together. So the Isis and the Solar Logos, here we go, which will help one. And if the people that are listening, not watching, my hands are coming together, joining together, which will help over my third eye. Right there, there's a pineal upgrade there. With any overwhelm during this activation and movement of the sediment or darkness, while all the cells literally regroup in new formation. So what I'm seeing is the old and boof, gone. And the Solar Logos is pouring in now, right now, golden into the third eye. There it is, bring it in. Bring it in, a gold stream, your pineal. Third eye upgrade is going zoom straight to the solar plexus. There it is. There's that link right there. And they're bringing rainbow essence. Ian, what is it? I can go look it up. What's the rainbow essence?
Rather than just getting zapped by the Solar Logos coming through, rainbows where you can just bring in what you need. I need a bit of red, working this chakra, opening up a little bit more so you can take in more light, a little bit more of a gentle way of taking it in.
There we go. So that's why they brought, thank you for that. That's why both came in. So what he said, everyone. The Solar Logos essence opens our heart and mind, allowing the Christ consciousness to more readily enter. When the Christ consciousness enters the form of a human being, the light removes, just burns away the dross, the layers that cover up the beauty of the soul. These two essences are basically life and world-changing energies. That's what we're here for. An incredible offering to the world. They are tools for more in-depth communication with yourself and the divine. Namaste. Oh, that's super empowering energies releasing right now, Ian. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you and thank you. Mwah. Thank you, Ian, for being here with us all at this time to bring this through for the whole planet together. Thank you so much.
It's been a lot of fun and a real privilege. And yes, tremendous gifts coming through, lots of shifts going on for a wonderful time for everyone involved here.
Well, you have the floor at the moment to share anything else you're getting with that, because I'm just sitting, holding space, feeling a lot of happening. If you're getting to share any more, you're welcome to share right now.
No, just getting this, global sense where everyone here, just that great opening going on at the moment, and so much love and light pouring in for everyone. A lot of shifting,
There
a
it
lot
is.
of clearing.
Yeah, I can feel the higher heart upgrade happening right now. They're saying solar logos energy for the whole planet, higher heart upgrade happening. That's the vision I've just been given with that as well. Yes. So we need to, what I was guided with a couple of souls, because we will be winding up now. I never want to leave in, so I'm finishing off with the rainbow serpent energy. I never want to leave in because I love talking and sharing with everybody. So I have to wind it up. So that means we've got a few minutes before we're going to get off with everybody. This is the wind up now. And thank you again. And I look forward to talking if we talk soon. Thank you to everybody for joining us. You were all so excited. And thank you for all the love and support of the 144 New Light Paradigm private group and everybody else on the Facebook page and anyone else that comments. I hear and feel you. The divine doesn't miss a thing. We hear, feel, and see everything you're doing. Let the light be illuminated on any shadows that you may have of being alone in your consciousness, because you're not. You're newly coming home to yourself, a new self. This is a brand new beginning. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. Someone I said to this morning that's been working with these energies for 25 years plus as well, consider this a new beginning and a new start. And everything that you did happened for a purpose and was worthwhile. It doesn't matter how many layers, and I've worked on this and I thought I'd looked at this, and quite a lot of the mental chatter is what we need to be consciously aware of to release the mental chatter. And get into your your music, whatever it is for you. Ian, yours is walking barefoot on Mother Earth, doing whatever it is to cleanse yourself, to find that still point for yourself. There's, as I say to others, you've got anywhere better to be, anything else better to do than focus on you? No, you've come so fast. Congratulate yourself. And for the remainder of the next 24 hours, we keep visualizing the light pouring into Gaia and humanity, and keep the words and the feelings positive, 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 positive. Deliberately, consciously for the next 24 hours is very vital. And then from then on, always within yourself. I love you all so much. You know this, hand in hand, we jump puddles together. So I'm getting in people saying, thank you both. Lovely to see you, Ian. Thank you for sharing today and chatting with us. So much love to you both. Thank you, such a divine space to be in. Thank you, Ian, for being here also. Heart filled with blessings of love, gratitude, and abundance. Another such an amazing divine healing. So much blessings to you, Anastasia and Ian, for all you both bring through for humanity, to everyone. It was beyond love, unity, freedom. And we'll finish off with many a feeling the release. And Another soul, Grace, who I told you knew you years ago in naturopath, she said, so much gratitude to all the incredible flower essences that have helped so many souls and myself. Thank you, Master Guru Ian White. That's a message to you from Grace Lalakato. She wanted to thank you personally. She's old school too, and she's been working with a lot longer than me. And this is the soul that's helped me bring through the essences. She has them on pages on a list. And every day, for years, to help me bringing that new trailblazer energy through and that no one else has done, like I did with the military, creating that new rule. I had to do it myself to bring me here. Grace Lalakato and I have been side by side, and she would bring through with a pendulum and physically bring those essences through myself, and all the times that I couldn't cope for humanity, pushing through and break through. And I faced death and dying many times, and I'm here with everybody still, and it's just such an exciting time to be here. So we just send all that love out everywhere. See the rainbows? Rainbows. All right, brother. Thank you so much, Ian. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Love, peace, and blessings to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Anastasia.
Absolutely. Oh, you're welcome. All right.